Diana Taurasi once said, reality is coming. If you never heard the full quote, I got you. Reality is coming. There's levels to this thing, she told Scott Van Pelt on SportsCenter when she got asked about rookies, including Caitlin Clark, jumping to the pros. And that's just life. We all went through it. You look superhuman playing against some 18-year-olds, but you're going to come play with some grown women that have been playing professional basketball for a long time. To that I say, reality of what? When is the reality coming? Caitlin Clark, triple-double, second one of the season, victorious over the LA Sparks. It's over at this point, man. We're here. Top 5 player in the league. First team All-W. MVP candidate. It's all happening. Year one. I promised if Aliyah Boston on Twitter, I said, hey, I saw her having a good game. I said, if she goes over the 20-point mark or she hits the 20-point mark, I got to hit the bow, bow, bow. So, here we are. Bow, 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 bow. Big win for the Indiana Fever tonight. This was the type of game where there wasn't some huge blowout. There was not some huge, narrative for the game in particular. Like, it wasn't like this phenomenal game even. This was what I think a lot of wins, for good teams can be. This is a business-like win. You take care of business. Probably about 2.5 quarters through the game, it felt like the Fever were due for a letdown. They've been riding a high lately. So much, success with, clinching, the playoff spot, for the first time since the Obama administration. Caitlin Clark winning various awards, Player of the Week, Player of the Month, Rookie of the Month, Player of the Month, Christy Sides, Coach of the Month. And here come the Sparks. You look at their record, not that great, but they tend to play the Fever very well, as evidenced by tonight. The first game of, a 6-game homestand, you could easily be in for a letdown. So I'm proud of the Fever for rising to the occasion as the game went on and just showing the, separation, between their level and the Sparks'. Early in the season, they probably lose that game at home, and they run into some, trouble down the stretch, but everybody remain calm. Lexi Hustle. That's who I'm gonna nickname her that, Lexi Hustle, with the huge offensive rebound towards the end. Love, the way this team is approaching, this game. Caitlin Clark with that triple-double. That is like, you look at league history, there's not too many of those walking around, especially for a rookie. So let's pull up the box score. Got it right here. I'm going to take a look at it. So Aliyah Boston, 24 and 14 in 33 minutes. This was, the Aliyah Boston game that I had kind of been asking for, trying to get her and Kelsey Mitchell contributing concurrently. I saw Boston really in her zone tonight. She took it to the interior defense of the Sparks, whether it was, right around the basket. She was great in the roll game. And she just made a lot of great decisions. 4 assists for her, which for a big, that's awesome. That just shows that this ball, it goes around and you give it up, you'll get it back. But as you give it up, you're going to get rewarded because your teammates are going to come through for you. As I mentioned, Lexi Hustle, only 4 points, but, she is someone that makes winning plays. And, you can't, be more proud of her for that on that end. That team, really showed her a lot of love towards the end. Nalissa Smith, 13 points, 4 assists. As I mentioned, she is the X factor. When Nalissa Smith goes, this team, like they can beat anybody. If Nalissa, is a little weak, it puts, the pressure on the big three to produce a little bit more. But she is, someone that I think is going to be very important as, we approach playoff season. Kelsey Mitchell, a modest 18 points, ending her streak of those 20-point games. But what a streak it was. And thinking, what Kelsey Mitchell has been doing, this has been such a great week for her. I just recently learned that she's been playing this season with a heavy heart as her father passed away. And I don't know if she's dedicated the rest of the season to him, but that definitely hits home with me on a personal level. I lost my father about a year ago, around this time actually. And knowing, how you can tap into something extra, that's, maybe what Kelsey Mitchell has been tapping into. And, with 18 tonight, solid team win, she played her role, and, she's going to be very important down the stretch. But Caitlin Clark, 40 minutes tonight, 24 points, 10 rebounds, 10 assists. The conversation is going to start heating up, man. If they are able to, dominate this home stretch, which features games against the Lynx, which features back-to-back, I believe, with the Aces, which I think those are going to be two of the most watched games this season, as A'ja Wilson is, carrying her brilliance in there against Caitlin Clark, who's surging right now. So, that is, I think, not only a big game for this season, but I think this is going to set the tone for the next couple years between these two teams. They could potentially end up rivals. There are a lot of similarities between those squads, just how they were built in the draft, transformational, generational players that both teams are led by. I thought the Sparks competed very hard this game. I want to jump over to them real quick. But Rickea Jackson, kind of a quiet night on her end. De'Erica Hamby plays hard every night. The commentators are just gushing about, the way she approaches the game, leadership, her teammates. She had 16, 7, and 5. Odyssey Sims had a big steal, which I thought was going to turn the game around at the end, where she ripped Caitlin Clark. 20 points for her, 6 assists. And, besides that, they had Kia Nurse step up off the bench, who, kind of had it going in the first half. But at the end of the day, this team is missing their star rookie, Cameron Brink. Rickea Jackson, as I mentioned, kind of an off game, double-double for Zura Stevens. And I just want to jump back over to our trending. So let's take a look. Travis D. Hughes perspective. Caitlin Clark is having a better rookie season than LeBron James had. Similar points per game, higher field goal percentage, higher 3-point, more rebounds per game, more assists, more blocks, 2 triple-doubles. LeBron has none. Made the playoffs. Cavs did not. I think that is very interesting to note. Barstool Indy. Caitlin Clark has made 100 threes in 34 games. Fastest in WNBA history. That's really impressive. Jamal Christopher. I'm not going to jump off the porch and say Caitlin Clark is getting a ship this year. What I'll say is good luck beating her in the series. This Fever backcourt is different. Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark. Who wants to face them? You tell me the team that is raising their hand like, I want to take the challenge. I think you try to stay as far as possible from this team. They're 18-16, and 17-8 in their last 25. I think this has been the third best team in the league ever since, their 1-8 start. I believe Caitlin Clark did an interview here.
From your second triple-double. Did you know you were 1 rebound away from your second triple-double?
Of course I knew, but honestly, we were just trying to get stops. I thought our defense got a lot better there at the end of the game, but we need to find a way to be consistent there for four quarters. So proud of our group. We found a way to get it done, but somebody had to get the rebound. So AB was joking. We always joke about stealing each other's rebounds, so it was funny.
Did you know you were 1 rebound away from your second triple?
Of course, all greats know their stats. They know where they're at. They know where they are, statistically what it is. I think that this is a really big deal. Triple doubles are so rare in this league. And, I think the most impressive thing about a lot of these stats, these eye-popping numbers that Kelsey Mitchell has been putting up, that Caitlin Clark's been putting up, these are 40-minute games. These are not 48-minute games. So, imagine if they were. So they'd be even more, the stats would be more pronounced. The Indiana Fever got the win. Very happy about that. 93-86. What did you think of the game? Let me know in the comments below, and I'll holler at y'all next time. This is Rich. I'm up out of here. Peace.